Okay, let's get back into episode number 2 here. So, first video we're going to look at is Maverick. So, I'm just going to let you read that. So, that's video number 1. Now, video number 2 is, how about another joke, Murray? So, the Joker is a representation of me because Steve Miller does a song called The Joker, where the Joker is the gangster of love. So, that's me being the gangster of love. Read it one more time. You either love your mother and father, or you don't love your mother and father. That's why I'm the gangster of love, Steve Miller, or the Joker. So, how about another joke, Murray? So, in that particular scene, where are we going with there? Which one are we going to use here? That one there, I guess, and this one. So, the Joker, Murray talks, or the Joker talks about 3 Wall Street guys, which is this year. Then he talks about going werewolf, and that's that there. So when the Joker talks about turning into a werewolf, it's a representation of this year, which is a representation of this year. You know, a werewolf can be a monster at night when the moon is out, but a normal person during the day. It's a representation of, me playing good cop, bad cop. So when you watch the Joker, it's a representation, these ones here, of this here. So that's the Joker. Now, I don't want to go back to the Pearl one. This is for my other children. So this is the Rapture, right? Where you see the girl, she's shooting the gun up in the air. But you'll notice at the backside there's a pearl. Like, she fades out and then the pearl comes in the view. That's a representation of somebody out there not listening to what I'm saying and playing rock, paper, scissors. And when they play rock, paper, scissors, get me out of the way, and then, my son has to come resurrect me because you made a mistake. He's flying in for my trial, right? Or your trial, I should say. He resurrects me because Spotted Horse cannot be, taken out like that. So when I said that one person could be responsible for 11 billion, that's where it comes from. So one person, one female, instead of a male, pretending to be a male, playing rock, paper, scissors, could be responsible for an entire planet's people. So everyone will be forgiven except one planet in creation. Wherever you come from, if you make a mistake, your entire planet's, whether or not they fall asleep or come to paradise is in your hands. So be mindful of your actions. So it also talks about the gates of heaven all be forgiven except one. That's one planet. But it also represents this here. So if you're one of the people that, doesn't listen and talks nonsense about your mom and dad and about the Holy Trinity, it's a representation of one. The female here, although she's female, what you males don't know is that you have a positive soul. So that makes you males female on the inside because of the positive soul particle. So it can represent a man, that female in the rapture representing a man's positive soul, but at the same time, a female, a physical female. So at the gates of heaven, all will be given except one means one person here on planet Earth who, said something that they shouldn't have said. Don't let that misguide you. Just because it says one person doesn't mean like it doesn't represent 100 million single persons who did something that they shouldn't have did. So that's what this is about here. That's what I'm trying to teach you. Okay? Those are your only choices. So at the end of the Joker, here you're gonna see this here. He walks up to the camera. You see him walk up to the camera, and he grabs. He goes, "That's out," and then it cuts out, right, and it fades away. But you can see this particular symbol here. So it's a representation of me being on the top here. That's a chief's head that you're going to see there. But all these things here, these symbols, they represent something. So you can pause it right there and look at it. I'll let you pause it. You can analyze it. And then when you come to look at it, you can understand what it actually means. So we got atoms this way, quarks that way, soul particle Gaia. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 particles, right? And you got space, that's 5. And then you got time in the middle, 6. These are the 6 quantum subatomic particles of all creation. Then this is air, earth, spirituality, life, health, water, fire, love. So that symbol represents what I'm teaching you. So now, when he says he's going to turn werewolf, it's a representation of that there, right? Werewolf. So you know what it means now. So next is Monster Hunter, because you remember my boys from Canada, Sean and Justin. They wrote that song specifically for the monsters here. So Monster Hunter. It's a representation of, this over here. And it's a representation of this here. Rock, paper, scissors. When I get resurrected. Monster Hunter. Because I'm not the monster. And then the last one is when the man comes around. So I've talked about this on my social media already. So Johnny Cash talks about this, and I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and on its name that sat on was death, and hell followed with him. Revelation 6:8. So I'm trying to get us to the year 2076, which is 25 years from now. That's when science can actually terraform the planet. It's going to take 25 years to get there. So here we are here, 2025. So when we get to 2076, our planet will be terraformed. Money will be gone, pornography will be gone, alcohol, drugs, fast food, junk food will be all gone, and it'll be following 8 grandmother teachings. So that's these here. So right now we live in a society of these, and this is the opposite. These are 8 grandmother teachings. Purity, health, life, harmony, respect, humility, equality, and love. So our society, my 4 horsemen, are going to base humanity's laws off of these, because this is what everyone in creation follows. So when he talks about hell follow with him, I'm telling you, you live in hell, because this planet, it's horrible. People don't live like this out there in creation. They live like this. So this is technically hell. So when you hear him say hell followed with him, it's a representation of mankind following me to the future, 2076. Where everyone in creation, I'm talking everyone, even the bad ones that got rid of mom and dad, get to come back to the family. Because I've forgiven them. Because I don't hold a grudge. It's like starting over for me. How can I hold a grudge against something that happened in a past life? I can't. That's not who I am. So that's where we all get to live together forever and ever, one big happy family again. And nobody, and I mean nobody, goes to sleep forever. But in order to get there, you got to listen to what I'm saying, because you will fall asleep if, you break the law. So that's what it means, and hell followed with him. Or mankind followed with him, because you're living in hell. So don't be a monster. Otherwise,